Eastern Douglas County Volunteer Fire District has received some much-needed gear. Michael Hoffman reports on why they got so much and why it's important.
Here in Eastern Douglas County, the Volunteer Fire Department has been working with old gear like this analog radio for quite some time now. They can be difficult to hear clearly and don't really work well in certain kinds of structures. They have since upgraded to these digital radios, which sound clearer and can reach a lot more space in rural areas like these. Eastern Douglas County Fire Rescue has finally received some much-needed new gear after a 6-year wait. Their chief, Chris Hammett, says having clear and precise communication is one of the most important aspects of the job.
Communications equipment is probably the third most important piece of gear that a firefighter can have. Of course, good training is number one, turnout gear is number two, and followed right behind with communications. Without these radios, we have to notify members of calls by a phone chain, which takes an extraordinary long amount of time. Now everybody is alerted to a call at the same time.
Tanker 1, Eastern Douglas 504, radio check.
These new radios will not only sound clearer, but they'll be able to work better in buildings. Before, while using these radios, they would have to step outside before getting a reliable signal. But now,
we have the ability now to talk to each other.
The assistant chief, Roy Crouch, says it's not only an issue for those in the field.
As far as being able to effectively communicate, Nikki Hammett, our primary dispatcher, has struggled with the older gear, and now we've had calls where we've been able to switch over and use this, and it has made a huge difference.
They've waited for 6 years for the cash. They were able to get them through 2 grants, a matched funds grant from the Department of Conservation and one from the BNSF Railroad Foundation. Hammett says at a rural, volunteer-based department, the assistance from grants is invaluable.
It's a big deal. I mean, we deal on strictly on memberships and fundraisers here. So $50 a household, and only less than a third of the households in our area actually pay. We work on a very limited budget. So without these grants, there's no way we could afford to purchase this equipment at all.
Other departments around the area, like Ava Rural Fire or Squires, also got the new gear, which means more efficient and clear communication amongst departments. Reporting in Eastern Douglas County, I'm Michael Hoffman, KY3 News.